Hi guys, how we all doing and how we all keeping? Story time, story time. Tum 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 tum. So how's everyone doing? Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? It's called the Nigerian Gigi TV. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment and share my videos. So you'll be helping me, increase my rating. And if you're watching me from YouTube, please like my page or follow my page, and also like my video, share my video, and leave a comment. I always say my videos are always interactive. It is from what you guys are, the comment that you guys will leave or the questions that you guys will leave will now build me for my next video. See, so all the content are coming from you guys. Anti-smart. So we are working together. You leave a comment and I make the video. Interactive. So how's everyone doing? So let's start. What is the news today? Let me put my legs down. What are we going to be talking on today? Hold on a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Today we're going to be talking about secrets, and then do we have to tell our husband everything? When you marry, the Bible says the man will leave the home, the woman will leave the home, the two of them, they become one, right? Yeah. So ideally we should tell our husband everything, and the husband should tell the wife everything. There's no need for lies or anything, but there is a but. And the reason why I'm going to bring many instances, even in the Bible, where it's not everything you tell your husband. And, I know what men will say, so what about them? We're talking on the perspective of the woman. We're talking about women. We are focusing on women. So you see, there are certain things where it's either your husband is not matured enough to understand on that particular situation, or you are not matured enough, the wife is not matured enough on that particular situation, thereby the husband may not tell the wife. Now let me give an example before I continue, and I'll buttress my point. You see, in the Bible told us about Elisha, and that there's this lady. We all know that every time he went to this village, there was a lady who was old and rich with the husband. They would always accommodate Elisha. And then a year came, and Elisha asked them, "What would you want me to give to you?" And the lady said, "Oh, we have everything. We don't need anything. We're rich. We're doing okay, and we are old." And Elisha said, "No, just ask." And the lady said, "We don't have a child, but we're not worried. We've passed the age of childbearing." And Elisha said, "By this time next year, they should." The woman was like, "No, don't go there. We don't." Elisha said, "By this time next year, you will have a child." So now let's fast forward. The woman had the child, and the child, after a while, the child became sick. The child was with the father in the farm. What happened? The father sent the child back home to meet the mom to be cared for. And what happened to the child? The child died. Did the woman run to the farm to go and tell the husband that, "Hey, the son is dead"? No, she didn't. Because at that point, I'll tell you the reason why she did not tell her husband. She only told her husband that she needed a horse or a donkey or whatever their form of transportation to go and see Elisha. And the husband asked her why, and she said, "It is well, my lord, it is well." And that was all she said. Now let us assume for 1 minute the woman had told her husband that the child was dead. What would the husband say? The husband would have said that, "Hey, please, why are you disturbing him? Let us go, let them go and mourn the dead child, or let them go back," something like that. But the woman was using her own faith. She was holding on. She had this faith, and she didn't want anybody to break that faith for her. She believed. Even when she went to meet Elisha was going to send his servant with her, with the rod of staff. She didn't agree. She didn't care. The servant went alone with the rod of staff. Elisha himself was even thinking that the power that he has in him from God was on the staff, because it was his boss, Elisha, that gave it to him. Elijah gave it to Elisha. So he thought that staff of office had all the power, whereas it was him. And that was why when Elisha sent his servant to go with the woman refused to go with the servant. it was only the servant that went alone. And he tried all that Elisha told him to do. He couldn't do it. And so the woman had to make sure Elisha came back with her. And that was how the child was brought back to life. You see, after all, then the woman would now have told the husband that, do you know what happened to our child? And do you know how our child came back to life? Those are instances where it's not like when you don't tell your husband something, you're lying to him. You know you're going to tell him eventually. But you know perhaps, or you know either he or she, you know perhaps that the faith is not strong enough. You don't need anybody to discourage you or for it. It's also the situation where probably some people want to go back to school. Some women want to go back to school. They want to take a course. They want to do different things, even a business. They want to start up different things. And the husband will say, I beg, go and sit down. Forget that course. You can't read it. Forget all those things. It's not because he wants to diss you. It's not because he doesn't believe in you. It's just because at that point in time, what he's seeing, he's not seeing what you are seeing. He's not understanding from the perspective you are coming from. So if you have a husband like that, there's no need going blabbing, oh, I want to go back to school, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Enroll for the school. Pass the exam. Enroll. Get admission, and then tell your husband that, CEO, what do you think? I know it's a big thing, but first of all, pass the exams. But if you know your husband is not the one that will put you down or tell you off or whatever, okay, of course, go ahead and tell him I'm planning. But if little things weigh you down, every time you say you want to do something, it might not necessarily even be your husband. Every time you say you want to do something, it might just be you, right? Your husband will just jokingly just say, I don't think you can do it. Already in your heart, you're already feeling, discouraged and not wanting to do it anymore. So things like that, until you know for certain that you're going to get the result, until you know for certain everything is okay. So you see, sometimes maybe it's you who's not strong enough to understand where other people are coming from. If you're not strong enough to understand where other people are coming from or what other people are saying, then I would advise that, first of all, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that this thing about not telling your husband certain things, not just about going back to school or starting up a business. There are certain things, like I made an example from the Bible. Or maybe you're holding your faith for something. You're trusting God for something. Some of you may be trusting God for the fruit of the womb. And then you have this faith that this month is your month. There's no need sharing it with your husband and saying this month is your month when your husband is already discouraged. He might just say, okay. And you don't want that kind of discouragement, So, it can be anything. It can be you're holding on to God for a particular thing and you don't want and you need your faith to be strong. If you feel your husband's faith is not strong enough as at then you should hold it on to you. Hold it. If you believe, trusting God that your husband is going to get the promotion and you've prayed over it, there's no need going to tell your husband, oh, I've prayed over this thing. You must definitely get the promotion. Just let the promotion come first. And then you go and tell your husband that, do you know how I prayed and I fasted for this promotion that you got? Things like that. You don't want... any little things can discourage us. So any little things, we're like, maybe they are right, or maybe, you just feel, and you don't need. There's certain times where you need to hold on to your faith. You need to hold on to your belief on God and trusting God that this month is your month. This month is your favored month. This month things will happen. This month, if you know, most times it's best for you to keep all those things to yourself until they now emerge, until they now come to pass. Then you call your husband and explain to him all the time you fasted. It's not every time you fast and pray, you gotta be running to your husband, oh, do you know I fasted for you? Do you know? And then the next day, maybe when people are quarreling, and your husband will say, please don't fast for me again. I didn't beg you. I don't, little things. And when you are angry, no matter how angry, as long as you're praying for your husband, as long as you're fasting for him, or you're fasting for yourself, don't let any word to break that hold you have onto God for that thing to be released to you. Keep trusting God. In fact, when you are praying for your husband and you're looking for breakthrough for your husband, and your husband is maybe that period your husband is just misbehaving, that is even the period where you should not feel offended. That is the period where you just laugh and say, if only he knows what you are doing behind closed doors, all the prayers, all the faith, just hold on. The enemy has a way of trying to break that breakthrough. The enemy has a way of trying to let all our faith, all our hope just fall down and break and shatter. So hold on to God, hold on to your faith, and when all these things they come to pass, then you can tell your husband. Then you can tell him the good news, the great news, the wonderful news. Stay blessed, everyone. Remember to share my video, like my video, and come back for more. Help me by sharing my video, by leaving a comment, by telling people about me, by sharing. Also, share my pages in your page. Put it up. Invite friends to come and like my page. Help me. Women to women, help us. Let us help ourselves. Let us encourage each other. Let us build each other up. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day all. Thank you. Bye.